Everybody wishes that they could be more socially outgoing. Everybody wishes that they could more easily start conversations with strangers. That you could look out in public, see somebody interesting, and then approach this interesting person and start a happy, mutually enjoyable conversation. But between where most people are and where they want to be is this invisible wall of social anxiety kind of keeping us separate from everybody else. But this is based on a misconception. It's based on the misconception that when we approach somebody in public, we're kind of auditioning. They are the judge and we are the person being judged. If they accept us, it will feel fantastic. But if they reject us, it will feel terrible and we'll be banished to loneliness for the rest of our lives. But in reality, that's not true. In reality, everybody feels the same way. Everybody you see in public wishes they could be more socially outgoing. Everybody in public that you see has a story they would love to share with somebody. So here's how to shift the polarity of your social anxiety into some kind of social compulsion to enjoy talking to people, to enjoy talking to strangers, to enjoy talking to interesting person, and that is to build up your curiosity muscle. This is a slow burn. It's not an instant trick, but the more you do this, the more powerfully you'll be compelled to start conversations with strangers. So here's how you do it. Go somewhere in public and just look at all the people around you and start to become curious about what's inside their head. Start to become curious about what their desires are. Everybody has a similar collection of desires. We all have an ideal place that we'd like to live. We all have an ideal career that we'd like to have. We all have an ideal collection of friends and other members of our social network. We all have an ideal expression of our skills. We all have ideal things that we'd like to do during our days off. And so just become curious about what these things are. And we all have a story that we'd love to share with other people, a story about ourselves, a story about who we are, a story about where we're going. And so the more you build your curiosity of what this is in other people's heads, the slowly you'll start to become interested in other people, and you'll get rid of the idea that when you approach somebody, you're auditioning for their approval. When you do this exercise long enough, slow enough, consistently enough, you'll start to build curiosity, and you'll approach with a frame of curiosity about them, of interest about them. And everybody would love to be approached by someone who's genuinely curious about the person you're approaching and wants to know what's inside their head. So try this out. It takes maybe 5-10 minutes. Anytime you're in public, just look around and force your brain into the frame of curiosity and see how this helps. Do this over time, and you will slowly reduce social anxiety, and you'll increase your natural desire to start conversations with strangers. And once you get past the threshold of being able to easily start conversations with strangers, then you can start to play around. You can start to play around with language patterns, hypnotic language patterns, persuasive language patterns, and have a lot of fun seeing how you can make other people feel good because of you. If you'd like to learn more about how to do this, please check out the links below. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.